What's good, beautiful people? It's your girl, Ashley Janae. Thank you so much for stopping by. If this is your first time, welcome to my channel. This is the place where we focus on all things self-mastery, from your personal life to your professional life, even your health and wellness. That's what we do. I know there's something here for you on this channel, so stick around. If you find value in this video, please give it a big thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, turn on your post notifications so you don't miss a thing. Today, I am giving you a super simple CMOS gel tutorial. Now, some of you might be like, I've heard about CMOS. I'm not exactly sure what it is. How do I know the difference between real CMOS, fake CMOS, CMOS flakes? What is this all about? So I'm going to break it down for you right now. So what is CMOS? How do I know if I have real CMOS? How do I tell the difference between real and fake CMOS? What is the color of CMOS? These are the questions we're going to get into right now. So the scientific name for CMOS is Chondrus crispus, or you can call it Chondrus crispus. It's wild grown in places that are tropical climates. So think of the Caribbean, Atlantic coast, things like that. Now, there are about 4 or 5 different species of CMOS, but I'm going to give you a few indicators of how you can tell what kind of CMOS you're working with. First, CMOS is grown in the ocean and it grows naturally on rocks. That is CMOS in its natural state. It's grown on rocks in the ocean. Now, it can be a few different colors, from golden to brown, purple, green. You're not going to have white CMOS. If you ever get CMOS and it's a lighter color, a lot of times the sun, once you pull it out of the ocean and it sits out, the sun will have a natural type of whiting or lighting effect. But even, I'll show you when the CMOS that I have, even when it's fully dehydrated and the sun has kissed it for a long time, it's still not going to become white. Okay, so you have your naturally grown CMOS in oceans on rocks. Then you have 2 types of farm raised CMOS. So you have CMOS that is still grown in the ocean, but they grow it on ropes. And then you have CMOS that you'll find a lot of times in the East, places like Thailand and things like that, where they also grow CMOS, but they grow it in pools. So if you grow it in a pool, there are a few key indicators that you'll know. If it's bright white, if it smells like chlorine, and if it has big salt crystals added to it to give it that sea-like effect, you're dealing with pool-grown CMOS. Now, in the research that I've done, pool-grown CMOS has almost no nutritional value to it. So the most popular thing we know for CMOS is that it has over 90% of all the natural amino acids and vitamins that we have in our body. It's all found in CMOS. I think it's 92 out of 102 that we have naturally developing and produced in our body. 92 of those are in CMOS. So you really want to stick as close to natural CMOS as possible. Now, I'm not exactly sure the research on the ocean grown CMOS, but I would imagine if it's still in the ocean, though it's not grown on the rocks, it might be missing a few trace minerals that come from those rocks. However, it's probably the closest thing you're going to get to something naturally crafted by the ocean and by nature. Okay, now with all things that become popular, whether it's avocados or white sage, when things become popular, we tend to overproduce and overuse it. So you will find a lot of places where they'll have ocean farm raised CMOS to keep up with the production, because once everybody starts trying to get their hands on a certain product, it will eventually become a shortage, and unfortunately it'll become extinct if it cannot reproduce itself quick enough. So that is my brief little history on what CMOS is. Now I'm going to tell you show you what my CMOS looks like and show you what you need to make your CMOS gel. Here's my CMOS. I want you to notice that It is a little dirty. It's just sand and rocks, but I want you to notice, one, there's no white color to the sea moss. It's not white. It is a little lighter. There's no huge, big salt crystals on it. And this is not fully dehydrated. This is mainly dehydrated for the most part. So it's not going to be dripping water. But this is what your sea moss, you want it to look like. And you'll have a little bit of ocean particles. That's completely fine because we're going to wash it a few times. But this is what you want your sea moss to look like if you get a lighter brown or golden version. Okay, so other than your sea moss, you need a bowl to put it in. You want to get a bowl that's at least twice the size of the sea moss that you're using. What I just showed you is 8 ounces of sea moss. A plate or something to cover your sea moss after we get it soaking. You want a colander, something that you can rinse your sea moss off with very well. You need 2 key limes, or you can use conventional limes if you want to. And you need a glass jar to put your sea moss in. Do not put your fresh sea moss in the refrigerator. Don't do it. Why? If you want your fresh sea moss like this, in this condition, before you've added the water to rehydrate it, if you have it like this, keep it in an airtight container. And you want to put it in maybe a brown paper bag. You want to keep it dark and you want to keep it cool. And it'll last you between 6 months to a year if you keep it properly. Now, the conditions that you keep it in will determine how long it lasts for you. Okay? So, up next, we're going to get this washed off. Now, I do 3 types of washes. First, I'm going to fill this up with spring water. I personally do not use tap water to wash my sea moss. So I'm going to fill this bowl up with spring water, wash it real good, throw it in my colander, rinse it off, and then do it again. Watch this. Is complete. So I'm going to let that soak in the water for at least 8 hours. You can switch your water after 3 or 4 hours if you so choose. I always let it sit in there for 8 hours or longer. Sometimes I'll let it sit overnight for the first soak. So you'll just take that out, put new water in, 2 new key limes, squeeze all the juice out, leave the limes in. Limes are a great cleansing agent, and also that acidity helps cut that flavor of the ocean a little bit. Okay, so that's it for step 1, and I'll be back with soak number 2. Okay, so it's now been a whole day. You saw the first soak. I poured that water out, did a second soak. Now this second set of water, I'm not going to pour it out. I'm going to pull out all of my sea moss from the bowl. It has completely expanded into the bowl, and I'm going to put it into my blender. You really do need a high-powered, high-speed blender for this. So if you don't have one, it might not get that gel consistency that you're looking for, but try it out. Maybe try letting it blend a little bit longer. But at this point, your sea moss should no longer have any type of rubbery or hard consistency at all. You should almost be able to break it when you touch it. It should be real easy, real malleable. So I'm going to transfer it into my blender now. You know how to make it, I want to give you a few of the uses and benefits. So you can use your sea moss internally or topically. You can put it in a smoothie, maybe applesauce. You can use it as a thickener. My suggestion would be that you don't try to put in anything hot or cook it, because you don't want to break down those essential nutrients. You can also use it as a face mask. I personally have never used it. I will try it and let you guys know what my results are, but I've seen a lot of people talking about it and getting excellent results. I personally haven't done the research on it, so don't take my word for it. Check out some videos here on the internet and see if it's something you're willing to try. And if you do, let me know how it goes, because I still haven't done it. Now, your CMOS gel is going to give you a number of benefits, from thyroid support, boosting your immunity, helping your body get rid of excess mucus, things like that. And I also want to talk to you about Carageenan. So there's a little bit of controversy and a little bit of misunderstanding about Carageenan. It comes from red algae that you often find in your CMOS. However, what they're putting as an additive in these highly processed and refined foods, like you'll find it sometimes as a thickener in maybe your milks and things like that. The difference is, once you take anything from the earth and you break it down and you degrade its integrity, it's no longer going to be beneficial for your health. So I want to clear that up. What you're going to find in this pure, raw, organic CMOS is very different than what you're going to get from an additive or preservative. I know that might pop up as a question that some of you have, but that's it for making it. And now, storage. Remember, when your CMOS is fresh, do not put it in your refrigerator. However, after you make it, store it in airtight containers. I have these cool little lids. I know you guys have seen them probably in some of my other videos. They are plastic, but I like these much better than metal going into my refrigerator, because metal and condensation do not mix well, especially for your health. I dripped a little bit. Listen, I know some people are so worried about, will it taste like ocean or fish or something like that? This is the importance of letting your CMOS soak with the limes. This is why I did 2 soaks. I don't want that taste either. So to prevent that, soak it in your limes. Trust me when I tell you. So I do have a little bit left over, but I'm going to use that for this morning's smoothie. I'm going to add a little bit of fruit, some flax, hemp seeds, and some tamarind juice to this. I also have a tea blend that I make that has different herbs, from my soursop, burdock, lemon balm, red raspberry leaf. What else goes in there? All kinds of things go in there. Some yellow dock, quite a few things. So I'm going to add all those things in here with this, and I have today's CMOS Super Smoothie. So I want you guys to try this, and please let me know how you like it. Hit me up. I've already had a few people that have ordered from me that have tried it out and they love it. So I want your feedback. Let me know in the comments below if you tried it and what do you use it for. I know everybody's not making a smoothie, especially if you're using it for your face. Let me know how you like it. Make sure you smash that like button, because I know if you stayed this long, you love the video. Smash that like button, make sure you subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss a thing. Thank you again for stopping by. I'll see you in the next video, family. Peace. Did you know I picked out a video just for you? Really, I did. I put it right here. Click it. Click it right now so you can check it out. Just for you.